Hi everyone and welcome to our special tutorial on the 60 most important phrasal verbs in English. I am Komal and I am thrilled to guide you through this essential aspect of English. Phrasal verbs can be tricky, but they are a key part of sounding natural in English. We will explore each one with examples and explanations. So let's get started. Phrasal verbs combine a verb with a preposition or an adverb, changing the original meaning of the verb. Let's dive into our first 5. Number 1 is break down. What does it mean? It means to stop functioning, machine or vehicle. Let's make a sentence. My car broke down on the way to work. I will explain you. Here, broke down means the car stopped working. Let's take another example. When she heard the news, she broke down in tears. Here, broke down can also mean to lose control of emotions. Number 2, call off. It means to cancel something. Let's make a sentence. They had to call off the meeting due to bad weather. Here, call off means to cancel the meeting. Let's make another example. The game was called off because of rain. Here, called off indicates the game was cancelled. Number 3, look after. Look after means to take care of someone or something. Can you look after my dog while I'm on vacation? Here, it means to take care of the dog. We can also say like this, she looks after her younger brother. Here, it means she takes care of her brother. Number 4, run out of. To have no more of something. We have run out of milk. I will explain you. It means there is no more milk left. Next example, he ran out of patience. It means he no longer has any patience. Excellent. Let's continue with our next set of phrasal verbs. Number 6, bring up. To mention or start discussing a topic. How can we say this? We can say, she brought up a valid point during the meeting. She introduced a new point in the discussion. Let's make another example. Don't bring up politics at dinner. I'll explain you this one. It suggests avoiding starting that topic. Number 7, carry on. It means to continue doing something. Example, despite the rain, they carried on playing. It means they continued playing even though it was raining. Next example, carry on with your work while I'm gone. This means to keep doing the work. Number 8, fill out. It means to complete a form. Let's make a sentence. Please fill out this application form. This means to write the necessary information on the form. Let's make another example. He filled out the survey. It means he completed the survey. Next, give up. To stop trying to do something. Sentence, she gave up smoking last year. I'll explain you this one. She stopped smoking. Second example, never give up on your dreams. Keep trying and don't stop working towards your dreams. Number 10, make up. It means to invent a story or lie. Let's make a sentence. He made up an excuse for being late. Let me explain you this one. He invented an excuse. Second example, children love making up stories. Here, it means children enjoy inventing stories. Doing great so far. Let's continue our exploration with the next 10 phrasal verbs, each packed with meanings and examples. Here we go. Next is hang out. It means to spend time relaxing or socializing. Let's make a sentence. We like to hang out at the coffee shop. It means spending leisure time at the coffee shop. Next example. Are you free to hang out this weekend? It means this is an invitation to spend time together casually. Number 12, keep up. It means to continue at the same pace or level. Example, it's hard to keep up with the news these days. It means staying informed about current events. Or you can say it like this, you are walking too fast, I can't keep up. It means unable to match the walking pace. Next is look into. It means to investigate or research. Let's make a sentence. The police are looking into the case. The police are investigating the case. Next example. I will look into the possibilities of a partnership. To explore or research about partnership opportunities. Number 14. Point out. To draw attention to something or someone. Example, she pointed out the main issues in the report. Here it means she highlighted or indicated the main issues. Next example, he pointed out that we were running out of time. I will explain you. He drew attention to the fact that time was limited. Next, put off. What does it mean? It means to delay or postpone. I will tell you an example. The meeting has been put off until next week. Here it means the meeting has been postponed. Second example. I always put off doing my taxes. Delaying or procrastinating on doing taxes. Number 16. Run into. To meet someone unexpectedly. I ran into an old friend at the supermarket. It means meeting a friend by chance. You can also say like this, if you run into problems, let me know. Encounter problems unexpectedly. Let's look at the other phrasal verb, set up. It means to establish or arrange. How can we say it? We can say, she set up her own business. She established her business. We can also say like this, I need to set up a meeting for next week, which means to arrange or schedule a meeting. Next phrasal verb is take over. It means to gain control of something. He plans to take over his family's business. Here it means he intends to assume control of the business. Next example, the company was taken over by a multinational corporation. The corporation gained control of the company. Next, work out. To exercise or to find a solution. I work out at the gym 3 times a week. Here it means exercising at the gym. Next example, we need to work out a solution to this problem. To find or devise a solution. Number 20, backup. To support or to make a copy of data. I always back up my computer files, which means making a copy of computer files for safety. You can also say it like this, my team backed me up on my decision. The team showed support for the decision. You are on a roll. Let's dive into the next 10 phrasal verbs. Remember, understanding these will greatly enhance your fluency in English. Here we go. Number 21. Check out. To examine or look at something. Also, to complete a purchase. You should check out that new coffee shop downtown. This means to visit and try the coffee shop. Next example. I checked out and left the hotel early in the morning. Completing the process of leaving a hotel. Next phrasal verb is come across. To find or encounter something by chance. I came across an old yearbook in the attic. Finding the yearbook unexpectedly. Next example. He comes across as very confident. Appears or seems confident. Next is fall apart. To break into pieces, also to lose one's composure. My old boots are falling apart after years of use. Here it means the boots are physically breaking. You can also say it like this. He fell apart after hearing the sad news. Losing emotional control. Next phrasal verb is get along. What does it mean? It means to have a good relationship with someone. Do you get along with your co-workers? Asking about the quality of the relationship with the co-workers. Next example, they get along very well despite their differences. Here it means they have a good relationship. Next is hold on. It means to wait, also to grip something tightly. Example, can you hold on for a moment while I check the information? It means asking someone to wait. Example number 2, hold on to the railing as you go down the stairs. Here it means grip the railing for safety. Number 26, lay off. To dismiss someone from a job. Many workers were laid off during the recession. Many lost their jobs due to economic conditions. We can also say it like this. The company is laying off 10% of its workforce. Here it means the company is reducing its number of employees. Next is look forward to. To be excited or eager about an upcoming event. I'm looking forward to the concert next weekend. Excited about the future event. We can also say it like this. We look forward to your visit. Anticipating the visit with pleasure. Pass out. It means to lose consciousness, also to distribute. He passed out from dehydration during the hike. Here it means he fainted or lost consciousness. Next example, please pass out these papers to the class. Distribute the papers to everyone. Number 29 is put up with. It means to tolerate or endure. Example, I can't put up with this noise any longer. I'll explain you this. Unable to tolerate the noise anymore. Next example, she has been putting up with a lot of stress at work. It means she has been tolerating or enduring stress. Number 30, run over. It means to exceed a time limit, also to hit with a vehicle. We have run over our meeting time by 30 minutes. It means the meeting exceeded the planned duration. Next example, be careful not to run over the curb when you park. Avoid hitting the curb with a car. You are doing an amazing job. Let's dive into the next set of 10 phrasal verbs, each with unique meanings and usage. Here we go. Number 31, speak up. To talk louder, also to express an opinion freely. Could you speak up? I can't hear you at the back. It means requesting someone to talk louder. Next example, it's important to speak up for what you believe in. Expressing the importance of voicing one's opinions. Next is throw away. It means to discard or to get rid of something. Let's make a sentence. Don't throw away these boxes, we can reuse them. Here it means advising against discarding the boxes. We can also say it like this. He threw away his old clothes, which means he discarded his old clothes. Next is turn down. To refuse or reject something. Also to decrease the volume or intensity. She turned down the job offer. Here it means she refused or rejected the job offer. Another example, can you turn down the music? It's too loud. Requesting to lower the music volume. Next phrasal verb is warm up, which means to prepare for physical activity. Also to become friendlier or more affectionate. We can say it like this. Always warm up before starting your exercise routine. Here it means preparing the body for physical exercise. Or you can say it, he warmed up to the idea after understanding its benefits, which means became more receptive or agreeable to the idea. Number 35, break in. To enter a place forcibly, also to interrupt. Their house was broken into last night. Someone entered their house forcibly. Or you can say it like this. Sorry to break in, but I have some important news. Here, we are apologizing for interrupting the conversation. Number 36, catch up. To reach the same level of status, also to update one another on life events. Let's make a sentence. I need to catch up on my reading. Here it means need to reach the current level or status in reading. Another example. Let's catch up over coffee next week. I'll explain you this. Let's update each other on our lives over coffee. Next phrasal verb is go over. To review or examine something. We will go over the report tomorrow. Planning to review the report. Or you can say it like this. She went over her notes before the exam. It means she reviewed her notes for preparation. Knock out. To make someone unconscious, also to impress greatly. The boxer was knocked out in the first round. Here it means the boxer was made unconscious. Next example. Her performance really knocked out the audience. Here it means her performance greatly impressed the audience. Next is look up. To search for information, also a situation improving. You can say it like this. I will look up the word in the dictionary, which means searching for the word's meaning. Next example. Things are looking up at work. The situation at work is improving. Fantastic work so far. Let's expand our phrasal verb knowledge even further. Here are 10 more phrasal verbs that are incredibly useful in everyday English. As always, I will provide examples and explanations for each. Number 40, take off. It means to remove something, also for an aircraft to begin flight. Please take off your shoes before entering the house. I'll explain you this. Requesting to remove shoes. Or you can say it like this. The plane took off on time despite bad weather. The plane began its flight as scheduled. Next phrasal verb is cut back on. Here it means to reduce the amount or number of something. Example, we need to cut back on our expenses. Here it means reducing the amount of money being spent. You can also say it like this. He's cutting back on sweets for health reasons. He is reducing his consumption of sweets. Next is dress up. To wear formal or fancy clothes. We have to dress up for the gala tonight. The need to wear formal clothes for the event. Next example. The children love dressing up for Halloween. The children enjoy wearing costumes. Next is drop in. To visit informally and unexpectedly. Feel free to drop in anytime you are in the neighborhood. It means an invitation to visit anytime without formal arrangements. You can also say it like this. She dropped in to see how I was doing. Here it means she visited unexpectedly to check on someone. Next is figure out. It means to understand or find the answer to something. Example, I need to figure out how to fix this. Here it means trying to understand or find a solution. Or you can say it like this. He finally figured out the problem. He understood or solved the problem. Number 45, fill in. It means to provide information or details. Also to substitute for someone. Example, please fill in the form with your details. It means request to provide information on a form. Or you can say it like this, I had to fill in for Sarah at the meeting, which means substituting for Sarah. Number 46 is give in. It means to reluctantly agree or yield to something. After hours of negotiation, he finally gave in. It means he eventually agreed or yielded. Example, don't give in to peer pressure. I'll explain you this. Advise not to yield to the influence of peers. Number 47, go through. It means to experience or endure something. Also to examine or check something. Example, she is going through a tough time right now. Here it means she is currently experiencing something difficult. Next example, I went through the report and found some errors. Examined the report and identified mistakes. Next is look over. To quickly review or inspect something. Can you look over my essay for any mistakes? A request to quickly review an essay. Next is, he looked over the contract before signing. Here it means, he inspected the contract briefly. Put on, to dress oneself in something, also to pretend or deceive. She put on her coat and left the house. It means she dressed herself in her coat. Next example, he has just putting on a brave face. It means he has pretending to be brave. Number 50 is take in. It means to fully understand or absorb information. Also to deceive. Example, it took me a moment to take in all the details. I'll explain you this. To fully understand or absorb the details. Next example, many tourists get taken in by overpriced souvenir shops. Tourists are often deceived by the high prices of these shops. We are now entering the home stretch of our phrasal verb journey. These last 10 are just as crucial as the first ones. So let's dive right in. Next is grow up. It means to mature or become an adult. He grew up in a small town. I'll explain you this. He spent his childhood and became an adult in a small town. Next example, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor. It means in the future, when the speaker becomes an adult, they aspire to be a doctor. Next is hang on. It means to wait for a short time, also to hold something tightly. Hang on, I'll check if she's available. Here it means asking someone to wait while checking something. Or you can say it like this, hang on onto the railing as you walk down. Here we are advising to hold the railing for safety. Next phrasal verb is jump in. It means to quickly join in or interrupt a conversation or activity. Feel free to jump in if you have any ideas. Here, it means inviting someone to join the conversation. Or you can say it like this, sorry to jump in, but I have some relevant information. Means politely interrupting to provide pertinent information. Let's look at the other phrasal verb. It's kickoff. What does it mean? It means to start or initiate something. Also, the start of a football game. Example, the event kicks off at 8 p.m. Here, it means the event begins at 8 p.m. Or you can say it like this, let's kick off the meeting with a quick introduction. Starting the meeting with an introduction. Leave out, to exclude or omit someone or something. You left out some important details in your report. It means some details were not included in the report. Next example, I felt left out at the party. Here it means the speaker felt excluded at the party. Next is look down on. To view or consider someone as inferior. It's wrong to look down on people because of their job. I'll explain you this one. It's wrong to consider people inferior because of their profession. Next example, she looks down on anyone who hasn't been to college. Here, she views people without a college education as inferior. Next is make off. To have an opinion about something or someone. You can say it like this. What do you make of the new policy? Here it means asking for an opinion on the new policy. Or you can say it like this. I don't know what to make of his behavior. Here it means uncertain about how to interpret his behavior. Next is pay off. It means to result in success or to repay a debt completely. Example, all her hard work finally paid off when she was promoted. Means her hard work resulted in the success of a promotion. Next example, he finally paid off his student loan. It means he completed the repayment of his student loan. Next phrasal verb is run out. It means to use all of something and have no more left. We have run out of bread, so I will need to buy some more. It means all the bread has been used and there is none left. Or you can say it like this. Time is running out to finish the project, which means there is little time left to complete the project. Last but not the least is show up, which means to arrive or appear at a place. Example, he failed to show up for his appointment. Here it means he did not arrive for his scheduled appointment. You can say it like this. I was surprised when she showed up at my birthday party. She unexpectedly appeared at the birthday party. And that's it. 60 essential phrasal verbs that will add depth and nuance to your English. Remember, the best way to master these is to use them. Try incorporating them into your daily conversations, and you will soon be using them like a native speaker. Thank you for joining me on this phrasal verb adventure. I hope you found it helpful and enjoyable. If you liked this tutorial, please give us a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Keep practicing and you will see great improvement in no time. Until next time, happy learning. Bye.